Hey guys, so today this video is going to be a bit more about my background and my history and why I do what I do. I just wanted to give you a little bit more information. So check out this intro and then we'll come back to it. Hey guys, so I thought it was really important for me to start out and let you know who I am. I'm going to be doing some of these videos and you're going to be like, who is this chick? So first off, my name is Christen and I was born and raised in a place called Spokane, Washington, and that's in America, for those of you who don't know. Not Washington, DC, the other side of the country, just to clear that up. Where I grew up, I could walk to 7 different fast food restaurants, and we oftentimes did, well I did with my babysitter, and I don't regret that. It was a good experience. It was a lot of fun. I love where I grew up and I love the experiences that I had, but I developed quite an unhealthy relationship with food, and that streamed through most of my life, and I'm only just now understanding and tapping into that. But I would oftentimes bag myself out. When I was a teenager, I didn't like the way that I looked, I didn't like the way that I felt, and I just didn't really understand how to change that. And I lived my life. It was great, it was good. And then came a point about 8 years ago when I just wasn't happy. Didn't know why I wasn't happy, and I didn't like the way that I looked. I didn't like the person that I saw when I looked in the mirror. I thought that I was fat, I thought that I was ugly, I thought that I was unattractive. And in hindsight, it actually wasn't that bad. It looked pretty good to me now. And so I decided that I needed to make a change. I was watching The Biggest Loser, harshly judging the contestants, going, I can't believe they did that. Oh my goodness, they're so dramatic. And meanwhile, I'm sitting on the couch eating a bag of potato chips and some ice cream. And I was like, that's not really fair for me to do. That's not okay. I am no better than anybody else. I was making poor food decisions. I wasn't exercising. I was no better. So I decided to join a gym, as you do. And I flogged myself at the gym. I was there. If I wasn't there for 3 hours a day, it wasn't enough, or even 2 hours. I was like, oh, obviously I haven't worked out enough. And so I just flogged myself, go, 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 go. I injured myself constantly. I didn't understand why my hip was hurting. I didn't understand why my legs were hurting. I didn't understand, I was like, oh, I just gotta push, 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 push. And it was pretty high intense. Had a personal trainer, mostly because he was just attractive, and didn't really understand why I wasn't seeing the results. And in hindsight, that was probably because I'd go home and I'd eat cake or some other sugar and go, oh, I've deserved that. I've just flogged myself at the gym. It's all right. I deserve this massive piece of cake. However, that's not the case. And I've learned new things. So 5 years ago, a friend of mine introduced me to a product, a whole food concentrate. And that product changed my life and changed my perception. It was the catalyst for change in my life. So I started craving fruits and vegetables. I started having salads. I started having smoothies. If you would have told me 8 years ago that I was having smoothies for breakfast that had veggies in it, I'd been like, you're nuts, that's disgusting. Ew, it's green, we can't have that. And I decided that that was okay now. And I loved it and I craved it and I wanted more of it. And having that actually showed me a new way of living. I was surrounded by a community of people who were full of love and full of life and full of energy. And I was like, I want more of that. And I started craving more of that. And it was at that point in my life that I started to see what my passion was. And I actually had passion. Up until then, I didn't think that I did. I was just mostly going home from work and sitting on the couch and watching TV. And I didn't really like that, but that's what we did. And so started to realize that I like to help people, and so stepped into a personal training position, or stepped into personal training and loved it. Loved the industry, loved being where I was at and helping people. And at that point then I'd lost a significant amount of weight, so I knew how to lose weight, and I was excited to help other people in their journeys and with their experiences. Then I got pregnant and I gained weight. And that was really frustrating. But at the end of it, I had this beautiful bundle of joy, and then a body that I wasn't all too happy with. And so then came in that mindset of, oh, I'm just fat, I'm just this, but I am a mum, so it's okay. Managed to lose the weight again, did everything I did before, watched what I was eating, exercised, did all of those things, and lost the weight, and was quite okay with that. Again, continuing on my personal training, schooling, and then got pregnant again, which set me back again. And as a nutritionist wise, or not nutrition, sorry, more the body wise, gained weight again. I actually emotionally ate through that pregnancy, which was something I didn't want to do, but life circumstance had changed and it was a bit crazy. And so I emotionally ate through my pregnancy and gained more weight than I probably would ever want to admit, but justified it because I was eating for two. And I would have a bag of potato chips on my own in a day and not really think anything of it. I knew better, but I chose not to do better. And it wasn't until, after I'd had baby that I recognized I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay with how I was living and eating. I didn't feel well. I didn't feel okay. And I knew from previous that when I was having my green smoothies, when I was having my fruits and veg in abundance, I felt alive. I felt good, and I wanted to feel good again. And so started doing that again, started introducing those good bacterias and things for my gut health, and started introducing again the green smoothies. And I honestly can say that my journey and my experiences, I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect, and I'm okay with that. So I will still have junk food from time to time, or frequently. I will still have my green smoothies, and I will still have, an array of foods, because we live in a world where you can't just eat healthy all of the time. At least that's my experience. I have friends who are vegans, I have friends who are flexitarian, I have friends who are vegetarian, I have friends who are paleo, I have friends who are on keto, and that's fantastic. All of them are having their experiences and learning and growing from what they're doing with their lives. And I've taken bits and pieces and doing things that work for me and for my little family. I am a single mum. I completely understand how hard it is to meal prep. I completely understand how hard it is to exercise every day. And as much as I try, I don't do that all of the time. And I go through bouts where I'm full on and yes, perfect, we're great, done it, dusted. And then the next week I have, M&Ms for breakfast. It's balance, and it's a matter of mindset. And these videos that we're showing you is a lot about mindset. As Shannon and Elogio speak, you just go, okay, it's the mindset. I could tell you everything you need to know about food. I could tell you everything you need to know about exercise. But until you put all of these principles together, that's when you find, that peace, and that's when you find progress. That's what I've learned, is that when the body, the mind, and the spirit are all aligned, then that's where that joy comes. Yeah, so I don't think that it's just one or the other. Nutrition is a valuable component. Exercise is a valuable component, but so is your mindset. So combining those three together are vital for your progression. I know how hard it can be. I know the challenges that we face in this life, in the world that we live in, where McDonald's is on every single corner, it feels like. And if it's not on there, Hungry Jack's or Burger King or any other fast food restaurant is. And so when you are busy, when you're tired, when your kids are screaming because they're just starving right now, it's so easy to go and get those chips. It's so easy to go and get a burger, and I get that. And sometimes that's what you need, and sometimes that's okay. But as we change our perception, change how we view food, change how we view life, then those choices really become not even an option. We want food that makes us feel good. We want food that makes us feel alive, because who really wants to live their life feeling dead and processed? We are here to have joy, and we are here to progress. We are here to connect. So I believe in the power of vulnerability. I believe that we are here to connect. I believe that we are here to learn and grow from each other. I have a story that I want to share, but so do you. And I want to know what you have to share and what you have to offer. We are all beings having an experience that we can learn and grow from each other. We want to live. We want to not just survive or just exist. We want to live our lives and have that fuel for our bodies so that we don't feel dead and processed. We feel alive and living. So that's my message today. That's why I do what I do. It's not because of one specific product. It's not because of one specific thing. My life is eclectic. It's a combination of my experiences. So I hope that as I share my stories and as I share these things with you, that it brings value to your life. And I want to know what you want to know more of. So please comment, please share, please like, please help me to be able to help you along your journey, if you will. All right, thanks guys so much. Thank you for allowing me this space and this time, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.